Hey, my peeps. Welcome to our How to Create Beautiful, Amazing, Awesome Opt-ins and Freebies webinar with me, Sarah Hart. So you know it's going to be awesome. Let's get started. Yeah, it's right on the hour. So I got to get myself some water. Then we're going to do a dance party. And yes, I'm going to get myself some, I left my tea over there. Let me know who's here in the comments. Ready to get started. Super excited. Let's get started in 1 second. Hi, Karen. I love you, Karen. Hi, Diane. Great to see you. Okay, 1 sec, guys. BRB. Comments for days. Gracie's here. Debbie, Wendy, Kaylee from New Zealand. I love the New Zealanders. Beth is here. And hi, Anne. Suzanne is here. Colleen, Jolene, Laura from LA is here. Jessica's here. Gracie's here. Jennifer. Awesome. Lots of cool people. Gotta get some water because I don't want to get dehydrated because I got my tea. And I'm gonna get some water and then we're gonna have a dance party. Any dance song requests, I might take them, I might not. I have a song I'm really into right now. So I might listen to my song, but maybe your song, maybe if you're lucky. Okay, water. Port Moody, BC. Sharon. South Africa. Cool. Cool, Jolene. Rebecca. Wet, pitch black, and windy in the UK. Oh, well, it's snowy and white here. Hey, Lindsay from Alberta. Canadians represent. Cape Town, South Africa. Montreal. Montreal will be cold right now. I bet it would. Cool, so I'm gonna put on a song. No one's even requesting a song. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not upset about that. Okay, let's see. Laura, Ontario, Spain, Calgary. So many cool people. We've got a lot of people on this webinar. I forget how many, but there's quite a handful of peeps. Okay, let's do some dancing. If you haven't been on my webinar before, let me know in the comments if this is your first Sarah Hart webinar. We always start with a dance party because life is better when you're dancing. Obs. So you always pick something cool. Thanks, Karen. Thank you. I'm excited to do the next round of VMM with you. I think it's gonna be fun. What song did you dance on stage to Shine? Oh, and Anne saw me speak at Shine Live. That was Shake It Off, Taylor Swift. Yeah, that was so fun. I'm so happy to see people. First time, Kaylee, Margaret, Rim, Nahad. Awesome. Cool. Netherlands. People are hanging out. Okay. We're going to dance this song. I'm really into this song right now. I heard it the other day while I was in H&M. And I like wrote the lyrics on my phone to search it. And I'm sure maybe you've heard it. Maybe you haven't. You spelled meteorite. It's on a different spell. Meteorite. And failing horribly. What's that? Meteorite. There we go. There it is. Okay, let's dance. Awesome. We're starting now. Awesome sauce. Love to get started with a good dance party. I'm just going to fix my light because there's some shadows down here. We're starting. Thanks. Starting. There you go. I'm just fixing my lamp. Doing a standing webinar today. That's better. Less shadow. Cool. 2 people from Maine. I think that's Maine. Awesome. People hanging out in the comments. I want to say too, oh yeah. So let's get started. Today we're going to be talking about how to create your beautiful, gorgeous email opt-in, your opt-in freebie that is going to make online strangers, like complete randos, fall in love with your brand, right? Like how that's pretty exciting. I love opt-ins. I love it because it's like the first part of when people meet you online. So it's super important. It's going to be super juicy. I'm going to be doing lots of training, lots of design training, showing you guys step by step how to do this. So I'm going to load a little poll for you guys now. Let me know what your current opt-in offer is right now. So maybe you don't even have one yet. This is a good place to start if you don't. Maybe you have an ebook, a quiz, a list, a webinar, a mini course, maybe something else. So just answer the poll so I can see where you guys are at, because I like these to be interactive. Barbara says she's got a video series. Cool, Barbara. What kind of video series do you have? Cool. Lots of peeps in the room hanging out. Awesome. Okay. So it looks like 50%, ebook, about 47% don't have one. So the leader right now is people who don't have it, this is a good place for you to start, because you don't know where to start. It's always good to have some basics so you don't end up spending a gazillion years making something that you're going to change later. Then 20% have ebooks. So that's good too, because I have some resources for that. All right, so let's get started. Mine's workbook that takes you through the questions that connect you to your truths. Very cool. Very fun, Beth. Awesome. So let's get started, shall we? Who's excited? Who's excited to design some epic, awesome, amazing, cool, magnified opt-ins? I am excited. Okay, so I'm going to open up my presentation here. Yay, Beth's excited. Kaylee's excited. Everybody's excited. Okay, so this is my thing lately. I'm just like so chill. I'm like too chill. I'm just like, I'm usually like, I'm like hella, no, actually that's not true. I'm not always organized. Actually, I'm never really organized. But especially like right now, I'm in the mindset of like, yeah, just chilling out. I was doing some journaling before this. So I'm just trying to find my file, which is obviously very important. So here it is. Okay, I think we're good to go. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. Natalie says she was noticing how amazingly chill I seem. Thank you, Natalie. Wow, that's great. Yeah, everybody, okay, that's good. Yeah, I like things to be super relaxed. Okay, so let me know if you can see my screen. And today we're going to be talking about designing our opt-in freebie. So it's going to be super, super fun. And here's what we're going to talk about. So you guys are in the right place. If you want to know first we're going to talk about what an opt-in is and why you'll need one. So if you're at the very beginning, you're thinking, yeah, I think I need this, but I'm not sure. We're going to talk about why. Then we're going to go into what freebie you should make for your business. So, there's so many options, and I'll be going through all the options for and give you guys examples, and I'm going to be showing you examples, and we're going to go through what you should choose for your business. Then we're going to just talk about how to make your freebie stand out online so it attracts people, like what I was talking about, like when it turns randos on the internet to like people who are like, oh my God, messaging you because they're like, I'm in love with everything you do. That's what we want. I'm going to be talking about why your opt-in might suck. Sorry, not sorry. It might. And 2 simple changes we can make to, it might be one of the 2. Sometimes I write these things, I'm like, actually there's more. So we'll do some small changes you can make to make it not so sucky, which is helpful. And also how to design your opt-in from scratch. This will be good. I'm going to be going step by step how to design it. So this will be really fun. Then we have, for those of you live on the call today, I have a live opt-in bonus. So these are design templates that you guys can totally use to get you started. So those will be given out probably an hour and 20 minutes in the webinar. So that's something really important to know. All right. So let's see if you guys can see my screen. Will the presentation be after? If you want to take screenshots, it's probably that because, yeah, they can see. If you want to take screenshots, go for it. Yeah, sometimes I can, but if you message me and say, Sarah, I want that PDF, just, you can do that too, because I will send that. So first thing I want to talk about is for people who are brand new, like what is an opt-in? It's kind of a weird word. What if someone here doesn't know what it is, like no shame. I didn't know what it was a few years ago. So an opt-in is a free gift that you give to people in exchange for the email address. So for example, I'm just going to show you guys one of mine. This is just an email opt-in that I have. So for example, this is a PDF. People get this PDF, 100 tools to create your legendary brand. They give me their email and they get access. Presto changeo. That's an email opt-in. It can be anything, really anything that people are giving your email address for. Cool. And why do you need it? Now that's a big question because I think obviously we really want to put people on our email list for many, many reasons. First being that when you have people's information, you can really transition them and become amazing clients. So the thing about social media is it's like you're connecting people on Instagram and Facebook and stuff. But when you have, you know, someone's email, it really, right now, at least, it's the best way to connect with your audience. And all, I absolutely love opt-ins. Personally, like I had such a fun time. I have a quiz opt-in. I don't know how many of you have taken it. I have a couple, and I really love them because they are like the first place that people are, it's like their first moment where they're meeting you. It's like your handshake. It's your internet handshake, so it says a lot about you, and you get to meet like these amazing people. And I wanted to show you guys here just a little bit on why I created them. So I actually started my business in January 2014, so that was 3 years this January, so it's super exciting. You can see down here, I had 65 people. And these 65 people were all like from people writing their emails on a piece of paper while I had a farmer's market booth for like a totally different business. I used to sell greeting cards. So I started 3 years ago with 65, and today I have almost 14,000, if you can believe that. So these were all these people, this community that I built is all through opt-ins. It's all through giving people amazing resources that made them come in. So for example, this webinar is an opt-in, so that sort of thing. But really, something I really want to talk about this time, and that's something I really care about so much, like in the last year, I guess the last year just started, but the last little while, is not only does it give me, you know, all these this huge community, and like great clients and clients who buy all my offerings and helps, you know, totally financially support me, but I get to meet the most amazing people. Like through my opt-ins, you know, I've been able to grow my status. So I was like, there's someone here who saw me speak at Shine Live. I was invited to speak. I got to travel around the world and stay with and meet some of the people who are my clients. And these people are like the most amazing people in the world who I love. This is just a picture, of me and Marjorie, one of my brand mappers, and she actually hosted me when I was in Seattle, and it was just so much fun. We spent the night drinking wine and like doing online internet stuff together, and I hung out with her and her kids. And what I love about opt-ins is really like it connects you to your real dream people, like your real people that you absolutely love. And this is a picture of me in Charlotte. I was in Vancouver. And Charlotte is another one of my brand members, and she like showed me all around Vancouver. We spent the whole day together. We talked about feminism. We had so many like matching values, and I don't know, it just, you're like, having amazing opt-ins is one, going to get you huge results like I've had, where you have this huge community, but also it connects, like it's heart connecting, right? It's a heart connecting tool where you get to meet these people all around the world. So I love that. It's just, it's what I really believe in. I like, if anything, my business has helped me connect with the most amazing people through opt-ins. So let's see what you guys are saying. I'll move to the next part. Right, I'm going to be answering questions in a minute. So yeah. Okay, everyone, and I also want to say thank you to people in the chat. If anyone has any technical problems, I do want to mention too that if you're having a problem, at the bottom you can click to watch this on YouTube at the bottom, and there's a refresh button, and people in the chat are so helpful and so amazing. So thank you in advance for people in the chat who are helping anybody who's stuck while I'm presenting. So let's talk a bit about what freebie and opt-in should you use for your business. So there's so many options out there. I want to give you guys a few examples of what kind of opt-ins you can create. So first one would be, probably the most simple would be a resource list. So I want to give you guys a few examples here. So this is one from Rise to the Top. This is David Sight McGarland. He's like he's a pretty famous online marketer. You can see here that's the top tech tools for selling online courses. So this would be an example of a list. So this is tools, and let's just take a look at what that is. So you can see, like, this is usually a PDF with, I'll just let this download for a sec. Very similar to what I have here. I have 100 tools to create your legendary brand. It's a PDF. I think mine's a 6-page PDF with a list of resources. And you can see here with David's, he's got a list of all the tools that he uses. And that's a really good place to start, I think, if you're new to opt-ins. Another one is to do like a webinar and do a replay as an opt-in. And I feel like that's probably totally jumping the gun for some people, where they're thinking, oh my God, do a webinar, get on video, that's so scary. But I know personally, I've gotten a lot of success from doing webinar replays as my opt-in. So for example, I'll show you another one from, you obviously opt into this webinar, right? Here's another one from David Sight McGarland, where you get a replay to his webinar. I find this is actually really great because video really connects to people's hearts, right? Like when you're on video, you just are yourself wholly. And I think it's just a great time to, especially now, because like we're so done with perfection. It's just like society is just like done. And we're ready for like real people who and ah and aren't perfect and don't always wear makeup and have messy hair and aren't totally forget what they're going to say. I think we're just totally ready for that. So another one would be a webinar replay. Another one would be a quiz. So you can check out my quiz if you haven't already, the Brand Legend Quiz. So that's so this is a quiz you can take. I made this with Playbuzz, and once people finish the quiz, I'll go through it quickly to show you guys how it works. Go through, and then you get your results, and then you can go and download your result. And I give, based off of people's results, I give branding a special guide specific to them. So this quizzes are super fun because you can give really specific training and resources based off of their personality. So you can see here, if I get the Oracle, I get this book that's going to give me color palettes and fonts and brand inspiration and all kinds of good stuff to help people get started. So that's another example. You could do a web series. So this is like recorded video, one of my faves. to check out is Denise Duffield-Thomas. She has this Learn Law of Attraction Manifesting video series, and let's just take a peek at this one. So you can see here, you can see that there's all these different steps, and these are all pre-recorded videos with download sheets and that sort of thing. So that's another idea for you to do. You can also do like an audio series. So this is one from Melissa Ambrosini. So maybe you have a meditation or that sort of thing you want to do, or some sort of audio training. You can see she has, you can opt in to get her manifestation meditation as an audio file. So it's pretty much anything. Also, another thing that I don't have an example for right now, but if you're just starting in your business, a really fantastic opt-in is to have a free one-on-one session with you. Maybe it's like a 20-minute call. Let's say like let's say you're a meditation instructor. Maybe it's a 20-minute like meditation like whatever, and you get on the call with somebody. That's a really good place to start if you're just starting out. All right, so those are a few examples I wanted to show you guys. And I wanted to talk about a bit too of, oh yeah, so when should you use each one? So I totally suggest, like if you're a total newbie, I would suggest creating a one-on-one session as an opt-in. So just basically on your website, having a page that says, book me for free one-on-one, and we'll blast through your, I don't know, blocks on, I don't know, your health blocks or something like that, or health or fitness blocks in 20 minutes. And that way you get people onto your email list, and you get to connect them directly. I know personally when I was starting my business, I did so many free Skype one-on-ones, it was ridiculous. So that was really big for me when I started my business. So I just totally believe it at heart and soul, if you're just starting, to connect with people on a personal level is just amazing. And it will really create a really tight-knit community around your business. Like when you're just starting, I feel like we have so much pressure to grow big and like get all these people on our email list, and we're always looking at people's Facebook likes, but really the key in the beginning and like really the whole time is to create that tight-knit community. Another thing I would suggest is, like, if you feel up to it, if you really want to challenge yourself, do a webinar. I feel like webinars are really scary, but really worth it, really fun. And it really does connect you heart to heart with your community. Just like we're doing today, I get to hang out with you guys in the chat. We get to see, like, you get to see me. There's actually a button in Webinar Jam where you guys can ask me questions and jump live on video too. So it really connects people heart to heart and gets them to see like the real you. Okay, and also if you have an established business, that's when I would suggest doing a quiz. The quiz does take a little bit of work. It takes a bit of time. It takes probably, I think my quiz probably took me 20, 40 hours to create. And it took a lot of research. I didn't do it until I could see patterns in my clients. So I did a quiz when I was like, oh, some people are like this, some people are like that. And I started to divide them up. So it was really something that I did once I had established my business. Also, you can create a resource list. And actually, that should be under Total Newbie as well, because that's super simple. Like creating one-page list of resources. That's a really good place to start connecting with people. Give them what they need, that sort of thing. And if you have an established brand, that's when you can start just adding tons of freebies. Like, I used to think that you only had to have one freebie, one opt-in, but really you can have multiple. Like, I have multiple. I have webinars, I have my quiz, I have my cheat sheets. So you can really just keep on adding to it. And I think the video series, like the pre-recorded video, personally, I feel like that would take a gazillion years. So maybe don't do that till later. So those are my suggestions for those. Let's see what you guys are saying. All right, so let's see if we have any questions. Also, if you guys have a question, you can mark it. You can mark it in, just want to show you. You can mark it by going, so you can see my thing, it says answer. Yours ones will say question. That way I can see it. Okay. Thanks everybody in advance for helping. And every time I do a webinar, there's usually a few people who are having connection problems. Depends where you are in the world and about your internet connection. So Thank you so much for everyone helping out. There will be a replay as well. If you don't have a business at all, Keely, I would say, yeah, start. So what you want to do is you want to start, you don't even know what people want yet. So you're at the very spring beginning of your business, which is exciting. So I would, to get started, really do a webinar training and just like put it out there. So like, what's your business? But I'd say, let's say if you have a business doing meditation is my example for today. What I would do is I would do a webinar about, okay, 5 tips for like having a consistent meditation practice. And then I would just try that out and put it out there, maybe use some Facebook ads to promote it, maybe share it individually with people over your email or locally. Try to just get like a couple people in it. And then on the live call, hopefully you'll have people live that you can ask more questions. You can say, and send out a survey and ask them what their questions are about meditation. So you can start you'll start have those light bulb moments where you're like, oh, they actually want to know this. They actually want to know this. And then you can start creating maybe a worksheet that goes with it. But really, to get the ball rolling, it's all about just doing it. There's no right or wrong answer when you're just starting out. There's like, the only wrong answer for me is to obsess over having the perfect thing and spending a million years, because honestly, your options are going to change and grow and change and grow and change and grow. It's like a staircase. It's just going to be, okay, next. So it's more about creating that next step, not creating the perfect thing that's going to last you forever. That was a great question. Okay. How do people set up webinars where they have different times and dates and people to choose from? Are those done live or are those pre-recorded? Or replayed over and over for certain frames? Oh, yeah. So Simone had a question about webinars. I think those ones are, I don't know. I don't think they're all live. I mean, they could be, but I would be so tired if I did this like every gazillion years. I only do one and then I do a replay. Okay. Best as I hate obsessions, constant reminder, just do it. Just do it. Okay, great. So let's move on here. Kaylee says you obsess. Totally hear ya. And if you know what, you know who you are if you're that type of person, right? I think it's all about self-awareness. It's like, raise your hand if you get stuck in your head and things don't get finished because they need to be perfect. Like, I've been there. And then I remember I just got so tired of not getting anything done. This is before I started my business. I was like, I can't do this anymore. No, Sarah, you're not allowed to do anything else unless you actually do it. So it's like, I find that consistency is a muscle. It's just like working out. It's hard. It's hard to put things out there. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Absolutely love your style and honesty. Thank you. Yeah, I like being honest and stuff. Okay. Posted what templates do you suggest using for the resources you suggest? And do you need someone who has a professional web developer help you integrate them on your website on your own? Thanks. So at the design part of this training, I'm going to be showing you how to kind of set that up. So like really basic. Honestly, I believe that it's really a lot simpler than we all think. Kaylee's raising both hands. Kaylee, I'm giving you a double high five for being so honest. Okay. Yeah, I know, guys. I know. The struggle is real. The struggle is real. Everyone's like, yeah, I get my own way. Well, let's all pledge. How about this? We're all here because we want to create opt-ins. Let's all pledge to like just do our opt-ins. Just do them. And if they're not perfect, good. Good. Actually, the most not perfect they are, thank goodness. Like extra points for being not perfect. Just getting out there. Let's do that. Okay, so let's get on here. So let's talk about standing out. Getting your opt-in, because there's a lot. I want people to actually see them. So how do we want our opt-ins to stand out online, right? We want people to see them and go, oh my God, give me that. That's what I want forever. And then share it with all their friends and be like, oh my God, have you seen this amazing opt-in? So that's what we want. And there's a few things to know. And actually this online industry is changing so fast. And there's actually a ton of competition now. So that's what I'm going to notice, is that there's a lot of people giving a lot of really, really good stuff. I think I spelled competition really wrong. I don't know. I can't spell. Sorry, not sorry. So there's a lot of companies that actually have like $1 million budgets giving out tons of amazing content. So there's actually a ton of competition. But here's the thing. You guys are actually, I think where the space is going as entrepreneurs is that we're really craving more intimacy, more heart-to-heart connections. We want to feel people online. We want to like resonate them on a deep soul level. We just don't want like some like random checklist that like the person like that we just leave on our desktop. We want a heart-to-heart connection. So even though there's a lot of competition, is really the answer to that is really getting personal and that sort of thing. And I'll talk about that in a minute. So what I suggest, if you want to stand out, I would go super simple. Like I find what can happen is you overthink it. A lot of people do quizzes and they have these huge grand visions for their quiz. And don't get me wrong, they're usually amazing and gorgeous and perfectly designed. But that's a lot of effort that goes into it before you even really know what people want. Or maybe they just want something, maybe you're not like listening to your customer or listening to what they want. So what I suggest at first is go simple. How can you create like a one-page checklist? How can you do a half an hour, maybe Facebook Live? That's another thing too. You could do a Facebook Live. So this is like a live video where you're answering questions. Maybe it's like I'm doing a Q&A at 4 p.m. about your questions on meditation. And maybe that's your opt-in. That's what I suggest. Go simple. Don't overwhelm yourself with all these huge, big ideas at the beginning. And then try lots of ideas, because your first idea, you're going to be attached to it, but I promise it's not going to be like, it's going to be different than you think it is. And people are going to want things that you don't think they want. And you're like, oh, actually people just want this stuff. That's easy. So I would suggest trying all kinds. I write out like 10 different opt-in ideas and just like make them super simple, like super, super simple. I was working on a few for myself too. I made this new opt-in. It was like it was like 3 tools you need to get your website out. And I just had a 2-page PDF, and I was like, you need to have your hosting, you need to have your domain, and you need to install like WordPress. And there were just like links to video tutorials. So just like very, very simple, but specific to what people actually need, right? Like that's so useful. For someone who has no idea, that's so useful. Another thing to stand out is over deliver. And I hear this sometimes too. I think I saw this in the little survey I give you, but people get really scared of giving too much free stuff because they think, oh, well, if I'm giving this for free, maybe I could be charging for this. Maybe, maybe I'm giving away too much. And I feel like, especially now with there's so much good free content, the key is really to give your heart and soul, put your whole self into it. Like my quiz is a lot. It really is a lot of really good, like specific information for people. And could I charge for it? Like totally. But I feel like the opt-in, your opt-in for people is that first handshake. That's the greeting. And if you're meeting people and you're giving to them so enthusiastically, giving them like so much that they need, people are just going to be so impressed by you. They're going to be so like amazed. They're going to think, if this is her free stuff, what's her paid stuff like? And that's really when you create that. Like that's really why over delivering is so important, and to block sort of those limiting thoughts or those scarcity thoughts around, oh, well, maybe this should be paid. I think if you're just starting out, just give stuff out for free and just see what people love. And then you'll know, and people will be like, oh my God, that thing that you did, that Q&A, I love that. That one piece of advice you gave on that Q&A. And you think, how can I make that into, a training? So really, it's all a process. It's all a creation process. And I find the more you give, just the better. I mean, I give so much stuff. And I love it. I just love giving, but I have paid offerings too. So you got to pay yourself too. That's true. And so the last thing I want to talk about standing out is getting personal. And I touched on that about the competition. I'm just going to take a drink of water. So like I mentioned, it's really exciting right now to be a new business. I think it's actually super, super, super exciting because like I showed you guys, I have over almost 14,000 people, but really it's not like, I feel like in the last year it's really changed where it's not really about how many people you have on your email list. It's about like creating that intimate community. And if I were going to start over my business today, I would just go deep on like a handful of people. I would just go and find 10 people and just be like, okay, what can I give you? Like, what can I give you right now that's going to make your life easier? And just learn from that experience and give them everything that they needed. And use them as like kind of test subjects for my offers. So, and just like create that relationship at the very beginning. And I feel like that's kind of like got me started, is like, I was like being open, having like this kind of like, I'm here for you, like, and giving them your time and giving them the like space to chat with you and have that. It really creates that emotional connection. It really connects people to your heart. I really believe that's why my business grew really fast, is because I love my people. I like love them so much that I go and visit them. I send out an email when I'm traveling, like, who's around, like, who wants to hang out? Because it just feels like we connect on a heart level. And I feel like that's, we all want these amazing opt-ins, the businesses that like we make tons of money and everything's awesome and dollar bills. But for me, I feel like, yeah, it's about that personal connection too. So getting personal is just so important. So let's see what people are saying. Chelsea's helping out. Anita's asking about how do we make a Facebook Live opt-in. I will show you how to do that. We'll do that in the little training at the end. So someone says, yes, in community, I feel that way and don't want to create content that's not connecting with my folks on a deeper level. Yes, exactly. I love it. It's really, gifting is one of your values, right? I love it. Oh, it's so funny. So Chelsea says, I signed up for an opt-in that was a Word doc, and it happens to be the one that have found most helpful in setting up my biz. So yeah, sometimes it can be so simple, so simple. It's really beautiful. Oh my God, people are making coffee dates in my chat. You guys you're making me so happy. This is community. This is community right there. I love it. I get all the tingles. And I give you guys like, okay, I actually have to plug in my computer. One sec, guys. Intermission. Sorry, just gonna get this plugged in. Who cares about being organized? That's what webinar intermissions are for. Okay, so Anita, if you can remind me about that Facebook Live. At the end, we'll do that. Colleen says, once you have your opt-in and they sign up, should you be creating content to send out regularly? What if you're not really blog-based? Or is the point just to get them on your email list? Sorry, guys, total newbie at this. Thank you for asking, Colleen. That's actually a great question. And like totally not a newbie question too. That's awesome. Yeah, so I feel like a lot of people get stuck in this whole blogging thing. Like, oh, to create my business, I need to have a blog with all these blog posts, and I need to have this and this and this. You really don't. You really don't. I think what you want to do is get people on your email list, and just to have them, and just to, you can send them an email right after being like, hey, just so you know, getting started with my business. This is a few ideas I have about I'm going to be sending out emails. Maybe you're just going to be doing, I don't know what your plan is, but you just tell them what your plan is, what you're thinking of. You can even just say, you know what, if you want to get on a call, I'd love to hear from you. Why don't we chat? Tell me why you signed up. Tell me what you'd love to see more of. So I think there's actually a webinar you should check out, one of my replays, how to create a website in 2 hours, where I talk about this, like how to get super simple when you get started, like creating your seed website. So if you reach out to me, I'll send you that. Or maybe I should post it. Maybe I'll post it with the replay. Somebody reminds me, please. Really bad at forgetting things. Okay. Julie says, it's refreshing to hear you say this. I don't want to hear about gigantic number of clients someone has, quality rather than quantity, right? Totally. Oh my God, totally quality. And I can be a testament. I love to brag. I was going to say I don't like to brag. I love to brag, but my people are the best people, like, of all times. Like, I just love them. My brand mapping method community people are just so warm-hearted and they pretty much invite me to stay overnight at their houses and take me to dinner. They're just the most amazing people. And send me love notes and send me notes in the mail. Like, people are amazing. Ray says, so you're INTP, so you're introverted. We thrive in organized chaos. That's cool. Beth says, I love the idea of personally reaching out to everyone that signs up. Mail list. Yeah, intimacy, man. Besties. Like, best friends. Everyone who signs up is now your best friend. And some people might not respond, by the way. And that's okay. We're not attached. The right people will respond. Right. Awesome sauce. So let's see what's next. We excited? I like teaching. I like one thing to know too. Here's something. This is just a random tip. So right now I'm doing a webinar. It's like Meta. I'm doing a webinar right now, and I love doing live webinars because when I get on camera, I feel really energized. It energizes me. It makes me feel good. And you want to do an opt-in that makes you feel good. So if you hate writing, do not write an ebook. Please don't do that to yourself. Like, Pinky swear me right now that you will not write an ebook if you hate writing, because you do not need to do that. So what I suggest is do whatever feels good to you. Like, for me, and try things out so you know that it feels good. So for me, I didn't know that I would love doing live webinars. I was like so scared to do it. First time, like literally couldn't sleep, right? Terrified. But really I get energy when I do it. Versus doing pre-recorded webinars, literally want to like die. Or like pre-recorded training, literally like worst, right? So do what feels right for you and try lots of stuff out, because you don't want to like hate your life. That's the worst thing you can do. People feel that online. There is energy. I'll tell you right now, I'm woo. I'm totally woo-woo. Into magic, like magicalness. People feel your vibe. If you do not love what you do, people are going to tell. They can tell, 100%. Yes. Hell yes, people are like, yes. Okay, so I just want to give you that little insider tip. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's talk about some mistakes you can make. So the first one I want to talk about is not creating something people actually want. So this is something I think someone mentioned on the I sent a little form out asking questions, and people are like, it'd be nice if I could create something and people would actually want it and not spend a million years on it. So the key to creating something people actually want. Does anyone guess what that is? Really is to ask them what they want. So what I suggest doing, pretty much what I was saying, is reach out to people, ask them, get on Skype calls. Like when I was doing my design business, and I was actually I wanted to blog. My goal was I wanted to blog more about things people actually wanted to read about. you know? So I got on the call with some people I met through the B School Facebook community, if you guys don't know B School. And I think I talked to a bunch of people, and like they all said the same thing. They're like, yeah, I just want to know like exactly how to do this one little thing. I'm like, I could blog about that. So just ask people what they want. Actually, I think I had people being like, can I get on Skype with you and tell you what I want, because I really need this and I just want to tell somebody. Like that's how much people want the stuff. So that's a really good thing. Don't just assume. I've done it. I will not take away points if you do this, because I've done it. I always assume what people want. I'm like, oh, I'm amazing. I know everything. I'm like psychic. But then it's always like a super ego. The ego has to like take a little toll because it's like, actually, I don't really know. Actually, yeah. So that's always a good thing. Also is not having a next step or a call to action at the end. So think of your email opt-in. Like I said, your email option is that handshake. It's like, hey, this is who I am. Here's some awesome stuff for you. But you don't want to just like leave them in the dark and be like, okay, bye, peace out, drop the mic. You want to give people a next step or a call to action after you give them something free. So I suggest doing like a call to action to work with you, like a button that says, click here to sign up for, to book your free call with me, or this is what you should expect from me. I'm going to be having an email coming out to you with my best resources or something like that. So for example, or it could be like something more, I'm trying to say strategic. For example, in the end of my quiz books, you can share the quiz for access to the books. So you get access to all 6 books. And that's actually great because then people share this on Facebook, good for my business. And then I have like ebooks that have call to actions at the end. Yeah. So that's another thing to do. And then being inconsistent with your brand. So if you are, this is what tends to happen. This is what I see with design online a lot. It's like if people go into Canva and they use the Canva templates. If you haven't heard of Canva, it's amazing. We'll go into it later. But they use a template online, and then their ebook or like their freebie looks nothing like their website, which looks nothing like their Facebook ad, and it's different colors and fonts. And it really confuses people. And I'm sure we've all seen it. Like, I think we've all seen people online that have like a really consistent, beautiful brand. That's just going to make them trust you more, because the internet, like, it's not like the internet's not like a shop where you know where you are. Like, you go into a shop and you're like, I'm in the store. Well, the internet, you can have all these tabs open, so it's easy for people to like get confused about what they're looking at. So it's really important to have visual consistency. It's so important to have a brand that people are gonna be like, oh yeah, this is her stuff. I totally get it. Also, you want it to connect to their hearts, right? I talk about the hearts a lot today. Like, we were talking about emotion and connecting to people and creating that community. Your brand, especially now we're in a time of feminine, like, this is a feminine energy time. I don't know, like, if anyone hears me say hell yes, like, I totally feel it, which means that we, like, especially online, we are craving more intimacy, more connection, more community. And your brand, if you want to have that feminine brand, like, not feminine, but I'm using that word in a different way, but if you want to have that brand that connects to people's hearts, it needs to represent who you are. It just needs to be like, when you see your brand, you feel like home. When you go on your website, you need to feel like you are home and like relaxed, not stressed and like finicky and changing all the things. You want to feel relaxed and like you're at home. And you want your clients, because you're sending people your way, right? People are signing up because, you know, they're being introduced to you. You want them to know who you are at the very beginning. And this is what happens, okay? This is a true story for me. When I've gotten emails from people saying, looking at my website and going, I don't know how to explain this, but somehow I just feel so connected to you just by going on your website, and the aura that I have on the website. So that's so, so important. And what you need to do to have that is, I always suggest having your brand map, which is super important. The brand map is a document that has how you want people to feel, how you want to feel on your website, your photos, your graphic elements, your fonts, your color ideas. These are some of my friend Krista's, all set up and ready to go, and I'll show you guys an example of that. So yeah, this is an example of what that is. So it's so important that you have this and you have it feeling the way you need it to feel. And this is something that I teach in my brand mapping method program that I'm going to be talking to you guys about just in a minute. This is really foundational work. This is like the very beginning. If you're starting out, or you have a website or a brand and it's just not feeling right, this is the foundation for the feels. Like, this is the foundation for creating a website and brand that feels like you, that's going to connect to people's hearts, that's going to create this connection with your audience so that they fall in love with you, fall in love with your brand, buy all your stuff, invite you for dinner. So that's super, super important. Right, so let's get into designing our opt-in. I love the sisterhood of support. Yeah. Ooh, wild woman. I love it. Yes, everybody loves the feminine. Into the feminine. It's a great time. Highly suggest Marianne Williamson. Ooh, I love Marianne Williamson, right? I was reading one of her books. It was audiobook. Oh, Woman's Worth. Oh my God. I literally was walking, listening to Marianne Williamson, and I forget the exact quote, but it was something like, shoot, let's see if I can remember it. It was something like, women use their work, you're using work right now, what we're doing, like our businesses, because we don't have an outlet for our real work, which is like spiritual and like really connect. It was obviously well said in the book. I literally stopped. I literally was walking down the street and I literally had chills, full body chills, and stopped. Because I was like, this is true. Our businesses are not just about money. They're like, we are changing the world. You are all here changing the world. It's amazing. Okay, let's go into Rebecca Campbell. I haven't read Rebecca Campbell. So let's get into designing. Who is excited to do some designing? Super excited. Love you guys are having chats in the comments. So fun. Your business, your baby, and your soul. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna do some designing for you guys. We're gonna design how to create your opt-in. Yay! I know that's probably what you're like. Sarah, get to the good part. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna create an opt-in together. Is anyone, I was gonna do, let me know in the chat too, like what are your guys' opt-in ideas? Like let's hear in the chat what are people's opt-in ideas? They'll give us some ideas as we go. So I'm gonna share my screen and we're gonna do this in Canva. The templates I'm on are only available live. Okay, let's go. So let's create, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna create a simple opt-in for our, let's say we're doing a, what's it called? Let's say we're doing something very simple like a, shoot, I can't remember the word. A resource guide. So let's make a resource guide right now. I also want to mention too that I have trainings on how to create your quiz, step-by-step how to create your quiz, step-by-step how to design your ebook, and also I'm doing a webinar. So those two are actually only available in my brand mapping method course library, which I'll be talking about in a minute. And then, but I do have one next week about designing for your launch. So that'll be a good one to check out too. Yeah, so let's create our resource list. So I love Canva. If you don't know about Canva, it's just so great. It's just perfect for online entrepreneurs. So I'm gonna create, and I'm gonna choose, I just want a regular size. So let's do a US letter. And all I want to do really is design, I really want a beautiful cover page that's going to stand out. So if I want to do something like this, you can see here, I have my 100 tools to create your legendary brand. I just want a really beautiful cover page and a beautiful inside page and a call to action at the end to get people to have a one-on-one call with me. And so what I want to do, and I'm using example of one of my brand mappers, Krista, you really do want to have your brand map first. So I always suggest, like, don't, you can always use like templates or just like do it randomly, but that's so easy to get lost. Like literally, if you want to spend 100 million years creating this, like do this without your brand map, right? Because you're going to get lost. So I always have that first, have that ready to go. You want to have your fonts and your photos, your graphic elements, your colors ready to go. And so let's just put that in there. Then, so you can see here with Krista's brand, she's got the like this really fun, soulful, kind of indie brand with like pops of gold and all like pops of pink and blue. And I'm just gonna turn this off here. And we're gonna do that in her design. So let's create an opt-in for her brand. So you can see here, you're gonna wanna have different elements that you've uploaded into Canva. So you can see here on the side, if you go to uploads in Canva, you go to upload your own images. You can add your own. So you want to add in your own graphic elements that you've chosen that really feel like your brand, that really represent your brand. So let's create a simple opt-in here. So I'm just going to go that on the top, push that down to the bottom. You can see I hit the copy button. I love Canva. Now I'm going to add my title. So let's add a heading here. Let's do 3 tools. We're going to use her font, so she's using Montserrat here. So let's change that to her font. If you're using Canva for work, this stuff is all saved, which is nice. You can add your own fonts, so it's like so awesome. I love it. And also, I'm going to just add a little bit of spacing. So let's do 3 tools. And so this is Krista's brand map, and I also want to show you her website just so you can see how it's all put together when you have that brand mapping foundation. And so you can see that this has a consistent look to it. I love her website, it's so fun. And then we're gonna create something that matches that brand because that's so important. Again, you want people to know what they're looking at, to know it's your brand even without seeing the website or anything like that. So I'm gonna add 3 tools, and then let's say 3 tools to connect your mind, body, and soul. Let's do that. So, oops. Make sure I'm sharing. To connect your, and then let's do mind, body, and soul. Mind. I love these little lines that Canva has. It just makes it so easy. Body and soul. And I think what would be fun, so I want to make sure the colors are right. So let's do this in her pink color. And this is a really good plugin. There's this dropper called Colorzilla. And it's a plugin for Chrome and Firefox. And you basically can pick a color from your the page and it will save it for you. So now I can use that beautiful pink color by just pasting it in here. So I'm going to I'll do one in pink. Let's do one in the yellow. Again, it's called Colorzilla. Colorzilla. And I'm just pasting in these colors. So that's really pretty. And then I'm just gonna, what I always suggest with typography is just make sure it's all sort of the same space. Like I noticed like 3 tools, it's longer than mind, body, soul. So I'm gonna make these a bit bigger. So now I can kind of make, I wanna be able to make a square around it. This is kind of like one of the rules that I do. So for example, just a little design tip here. Like you can see that this all aligns and this all aligns. So it's not like, It's not like this is really small, and it's not like this is really small and there's like this big space. So say, for example, body was really small, like that just doesn't look good. That's not good balance, right? Because now there's all this space on the left and the right. So you want to make sure everything is just aligned. So, and then let's add one of our graphic elements. So let's add in this beautiful feather. So now we have this beautiful, just very simple opt-in page for the cover of our ebook ready to go. And then if we want to create more pages, we just duplicate this. And let's do this. We'll just say tool 1. And I'll delete these. I love that I can just duplicate the pages. It's just so easy. And then I'm going to add, let's do tool 1. And let's make this is always fun. For each tool, I'm going to do a different color. So let's do yellow for tool 1. And then I'm going to add in some random text, some placement text here. This is just random, not really words, just so you can see what it looks like, because obviously I don't have all the copy for that. So, and then I'm going to add in make that a bit bigger. So now we have our tool number 1 page. And then we can duplicate that, do tool number 2. Maybe do this one in pink. Oh, one thing I want to do too, just to add a little extra, is we add a little different icon here based off of her brand. You can see if we look back at her brand map, she's got these fun elements. We're just adding those back in to connect it. So let's do tool 2, which will be pink. And then let's add in like a fun pink one at the bottom. So you can see it's really pretty too. So we keep on doing that until we have all our tools. And then for the last page, we want to do a call to action like I talked about. Like it's really important to do, actually I'm going to use this page here. I'm going to do a call to action at the end. So we give people a place to go next. So let's say, what should I say here? Let's just say something like, love this resource. This would be some sort of text that's saying, you know, if you like this, I'm offering, this is the next level of this. This is the paid course of this. This is where you book time with me. Oops. And then you can say something like, we'll make a button. We'll say, you know, let's say, you know, book me, book now. So we'll have the call to action to get booked. Maybe we'll make this the nice pink color. Make this text white so it stands out. And I'm going to add an arrow because arrows are just always your friend when it comes to buttons. Adding an arrow is just going to direct the eye like magic. So it's just going to make people, it really does make people want to click more. It's psychology, I guess. Yeah. So you have your book now button. Maybe you have some text here about what you're offering. You have your book now. So just add in. Oops. Okay, this is not playing nice. Sometimes Canva doesn't always play nice. It's always good to go to File and just save, just so you always have that. But when it comes to technical stuff, there's always a few little things that go wrong, and that's just kind of part of the whole experience sometimes. Okay, so there we go. So anyway, so this is our really simple, like 3 tools. I only did 2, but you know what I mean. I could just easily duplicate this and do tool number 3. And you can see it totally matches our brand map. It totally matches her website. And it's like we're ready to go and to save this onto our website as an opt-in. So let's go to the next step. So what I'm going to do first, I'm just going to delete this page or actually I can leave it and I can go to download. I'm going to save it as a PDF and I can just choose the pages. So I'll say 4 here. I'm going to download it. So if you guys have any design questions while we're waiting. I bet they're, what is she saying here? Okay. Creative Market. Yeah, Creative Market is a great place to get elements. Where do you get the graphic element? Okay, did I? Right. Okay, great. Looks like everybody's on the same page. Yeah, so Chelsea Ann says, yeah, Etsy, Creative Market are great places to get that. Yeah, so I'm going to do the link for book now. I'm going to show you how to do that. Did you use Canva all the time or Photoshop? Curious. Yeah. Originally focused on learning Photoshop. Yeah, I still use Photoshop a lot because I have a graphic design background and I know how to use it, but I use Canva all the time too. So I really love it. It's actually, they're so smart. I think they're just so smart because like if Adobe Photoshop asked people what they needed, they would have told them what they needed, which is like having this great system where everything is kind of saved and all your brand colors are all saved so you don't have to do it. So yeah, I love Canva. All right, so let's do the next part of this. So we've downloaded our PDF, and I'm going to show you guys quickly how to do this. I also want to mention too, in my brand mapping method program, I do have access to how to design your ebook in Photoshop, Canva, and Illustrator, different ones, where I go more deeper into designing ebooks as well. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Okay, so so we have our PDF. I just want to show you guys how to kind of set this up. Okay. So, so say now we want to put it on our website. So say we're in WordPress. Let's just go into my, say we're adding, let's say we want to add this to, one sec, I want to make sure I have these credentials. So say I want to add this to my website. Now I don't know what kind of website you have, but one that I love is, I love WordPress, and I use Divi theme for WordPress. It's my absolute favorite. So say if I want to create a new page, this is where I want to make an opt-in. And personally, what I've made my, where are these? All these pages, let's see if I can find one here. This is in lead pages. Now lead pages is what I use. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I use it for all my opt-in pages. Although, if you're just starting out, you probably don't need it. So I would suggest using, just creating a page on your WordPress site or Squarespace. And if you're using Divi theme, and it depends on what theme you're using, but a lot of places will have, you know, this option to, this is Divi theme, by the way, this option to add an email opt-in. So what I like about this is it already has an email opt-in. So you can basically, let's go back to our image. So I'm gonna just save a photo of just the cover, because if you look at my design here, I just want the cover. So let's just save the cover here. We'll download, we'll choose a PNG file. And I just want page 2. So I want that. So let's go into our WordPress. I'm going to add a picture of this. I'm going to say, you know, click to download this free ebook. Obviously, you want better copy than that. I'm not a copywriter, but you definitely want it just to be a little more enticing. And then I'm going to add in, I'm going to connect this to, say, sign up. Hit it free. And I'm going to save and exit. If I just preview this, where I don't think I filled this out right. Oh, here we go. So I had to choose. Let's just choose a random thing. And you can do all kinds of cool design tweaks. Like, we won't have time to go into the design of this today, but I just want to show you quickly a Divi theme. Yeah, so you can see this is kind of weird looking because it's all white, but you can see you can add in your name, your email address to get access to this. So that's how you add the opt-in. Now that's the first thing, is to get somebody onto your email list. Then you want to actually send them the ebook. So what I do, so they're going to sign up here, and I just want to show you guys that I've set it up so it integrates with my MailChimp account. I choose what list. So these people are getting onto that email list. Now the next step is to send them their thing that they bought. And there's a few ways to do that. First one would be go into your media and add in that ebook. So I'll choose this. And again, it depends on what, this is all, WordPress will all be the same for this, but if you're using a different thing, it's going to be different. But hopefully you can get an idea. So, and then see over here, it says file URL. You want to copy that. And then if you go into, one sec here, go into your MailChimp. I'm just going to go into, sec here. Okay. This one. So if you go into your MailChimp, so here I'm into my MailChimp, one of my lists. I can go into sign up forms, general forms, and I can go into final welcome email. And this is where you can give the link. So you can see here, this has my old quizzes in it. So you can see I have links to download all the quiz books. You can see, hey, thanks for signing up. This is where you would tell them what they can expect from you, maybe ask them to get on a free call. And then if you want to create, let's delete all this stuff and say, here's your ebook. And then I would highlight this and paste in the link. So now, if I go to save and close, and then I go, if I can preview this. I don't know if I can preview this right now, but this will link, that link will take my people to this PDF ebook where they can download it. So that's how you set that all up for people to use. And I missed a little part, which is we had that thing at the end. I realized the last page is missing, but we have a call to action. So what we want to do to link it is go to PDF Escape. And I didn't save this right, so I'll have to resave it. So save it as PDF. Now I need page 2 to 5, not 4. And PDF Escape, you can add a link into it. So if you have also the paid version of Adobe Acrobat, you can do this as well. And I go more deeper into this, into my ebook webinar again, which is only in my brand method program. So let's go last page, and then I'm going to go over to the, let's make sure I'm sharing my screen, over to the left and add a link. And I could just highlight an area, and I can select whatever link this is. So this could be, if you want to do a call, it would be a link to your call calendar or a page on your website. So you can add that in, and then you're just going to save this, you're going to go to click over here, and it will resave it for you. So it's ready to go. So it's pretty simple formula. Let's see here. Right, so Sarah, are these brand books different from the Quiz, the Huntress, Oracle, Music-centric. Yeah, so the ones that I had in those texts, I used to have a quiz. My quiz used to be a little bit different, and I rebranded it about a year and a half ago. So, but they're the same thing. Awesome, cool. So I'm gonna give you guys your free templates in just a second, but first I wanted to give you guys sort of the heads up on, because I know I've been talking about the brand mapping method a lot and showing you, Krista. I also mentioned too, like you can create your opt-in now, but how important it is to connect to people's hearts, and how important it is to really emotionally, powerfully connect with people and have a brand that represents the whole of who you are, who represents you, who captures your emotions, your feelings, your aura, and really makes people like fall in love with your website and all your offerings. So I wanted to share with you guys my program, the brand mapping method, because this is the very last time I'm offering this program. I've been doing it for 2.5 years. I think this is my 6th time doing it, and it's the very last time that I'm offering it. So I'm actually really, really excited because it's gonna be amazing. Like I was talking today about, how I really care. I've grown my list a lot. There's been times in my life where I was like so obsessed with list building. Now I'm doing the opposite. All I care about really is connecting people on a personal level. So I decided this round is going to be like epic. I'm going to be there like 10 times more. I'm adding like so much more of me into it. So I just want to give you guys the details of that because it just opened. The car is open, girls, ladies, and men, if there are men here. So just to give you guys a breakdown, this is my course where I teach people step by step how to create a website and brand that feels like you. And in the course, it's really for people who feel like there's something missing. Like there's really something missing from their website, or you're just like, you get so overwhelmed. You're feeling so overwhelmed because you're trying to do all this stuff by yourself, and you really feel like you need a community and a group of people and someone like me to help you there. And you really want some hand-holding, creating your website and brand that really captures who you are and connects with your clients and just really makes an impact online. And what might be happening right now, we talked about this earlier, like you're stuck in perfectionism. Like we all were saying on the webinar, how we're stuck in perfectionism. Maybe you're like, you get so, like you probably get lost. You're like, oh my God, I just spent 10 hours trying to design this, tweaking my website. Or you're like, you don't know how to use Photoshop, or like, that's why I love teaching in Canva. Or, you're already so busy trying to do everything in your business right now. Like you're trying to grow your business. It's really like, you just want this to feel easy and like get it done. And if you're not technical. So really this course is all about empowering. That's what I love about my course. People talk about how they feel empowered. They really do. I love teaching people sort of step by step how to design their websites and brands. And if you like this webinar, it's pretty much the same thing, same sort of style. So I'm going to go over what's inside. So this is what you get in the program. By the end of the program, you have a website. We're working on your website to have it designed and online, including your homepage, about page, services, praise, and blog pages. You have your website blueprint, like your brand map with your fonts, colors, images, and graphics that feel like you, that actually capture, what I was talking about, that feeling, that's just so important. You have your opt-in offer. You have a folder of ready-to-share graphics to share. You have everything else you need to stand out online. I'm talking about Facebook, email, manifestos, ads, banners, and buttons. You learn how to create that all together. And it starts in January 23rd, and we work together day by day to create our websites. And this year I'm adding, it's like last year I had 15 hours of my time Q&A. This time I'm doing 30. I'm doubling it because I want to give even more. And we're going to have days where I am available. Like if you need one-on-one help with me, I'm available. You can book 15 minutes with me on Fridays if you're stuck, because I'm going to help you through it. Sarah says this is exactly what you need to finally finish your website. And just to walk you through it. So our first module is the brand compass, where we really go, like this is such a powerful foundation because we go deep into how you want to feel on your website. Again, I talk about like your website should feel cozy and warm and like you love it. So we go into that. And then the brand map, like I was showing you, having all these fonts, images, colors, and graphics that represent you, that really feel like you, that people will see your website and think, oh my God, like they totally capture your essence. In that training I have, by the end of that, you have like your Pinterest board, you have all your fonts and colors picked out, you have your photos, you have your brand elements, and also that comes with a drag and drop style template in Photoshop or Canva, so you can use either or. Then the next module is brand creation. So this is where we really dive deep into creating your website. And this is where I have tons of tech trainings, and these aren't like super long. They're like usually 3 to 5 minutes long, walking you step by step all the technical and design parts of creating your website. So this means having banners, buttons, ebooks, quotes, Facebook and Twitter, newsletter, graphics, plus access to training, step-on-step trainings in Photoshop and Canva, and how to make gold foil, little tech tutorials like that, and tutorials on MailChimp and PayPal and more. And then of course you get access to me. I'll be there every day. I'm here every day in the course with you, giving live support. And we're having, actually it'll be really fun, we're having like co-working spaces this round, so you'll have actual co-working, working together, get this website friggin' done. Plus, not to mention a ton of bonuses. So like I talked about, I didn't go super deep in how to design your ebook, but our quizzes, but we have how to design your ebook, quizzes, opt-ins, e-courses, webinars, social media, WordPress, Squarespace, Divi theme, logos, sales pages, all the stuff. There's so many. I have this huge library of all my webinars I've been doing the last 3 years, and you get access to it all. There's tons of content as bonus after you finish your website. So yeah, I think that's that's really what I want to talk about with you guys, and just let you know that this is the last time I will be offering it, the very last. And just want to say here, like one thing I love too is that people say they don't want to hide online anymore because they just feel so connected. So you can check this out. I want to talk a little bit about, oh yeah, there's over 300 of us, which is awesome. Oh, and there's some, you can see some beautiful websites that people have made. People's got some really beautiful design skills. And I remember too talking to people who were saying, one woman was saying to me, like, she created her website and she got, her first client, which is really absolutely amazing. So I just want to give you guys a little bit of what people have got from it. So before, people usually dread it. People usually dread creating their website after they love it. It's just an energy different. I'm like, I love changing people's energy around technical stuff and that sort of thing. If you're a B schooler, people have said this is the missing piece. And people have said they've hired people before, like maybe they have a website that they like, but they don't love. They've hired people and it just didn't fit. And then finally they have something that feels like them and they feel excited about their brand. So that's that. Again, it's open. It's only open for another 8 days. So it closes next week. So if you want to take a look at that, I'd love, I'm excited to have you in the course for this final round. Oh yeah, so also I didn't want to charge, actually it's really exciting if you're, I'm sure we have lots of Canadians and other people here, but if you're from the US, it's really exciting because I'm charging in Canadian dollars, which is actually means you get like a huge discount right now because the Canadian dollar is like nothing on the US. So it's actually 2 payments of around $4.90 USD, so $6.50 Canadian. I put around because the dollar changes every day, but yeah. So you can click this button here and sign up. And I'm so excited to get started because we get started in a few weeks. Yeah, we start on the 23rd, which will be super fun. Also, if you've been interested in this, you're interested in this course, you will get lifetime access. As an alumni, you get lifetime access to the brand mapping method even after I finish offering it. So this is the very last time I will offer it. I love this course. It's been like so much fun. I'm so excited to go out like with a bang and just like just give 110% and really help people on another level. So that's my course, so you can check that out. Let's go in to, I want to give you guys your templates now. So I'll give you that. Going to Canva. So I'll give you guys these templates. I'm going to pop these into the chat. Yeah, of course, you will have access after. Yeah, everybody who joins has lifetime, and to all the webinars. Like, you get, there's like so much stuff in there. You get access to like the whole Sarah Hart suite of information for the last 3 years. Yeah, staff, awesome. Yes, it's gonna be really fun for people who've taken it before. Everyone, yeah, you guys are all in too, so it's gonna be so much fun. So that's one of the templates, and to use those templates, here, what you want to do is you have to have a Canva account. So you just want to go to File and make a copy, and that's going to save that on your own Canva account. So let's do this. It might say people are editing, and that's okay. So let's just go. I'm going to grab oh wait, maybe I'm in the wrong account here. Okay, one sec, guys. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, if you miss a day in the brand mapping method, there's replays of everything. Yeah, and you have lifetime, you get access to it forever. So let me, sorry, I was on the wrong account. One sec. Yeah, it's just Canva files. Oh no, Vicky, I think I have Photoshop ones. Yeah, I do have some Photoshop ones for you. If you want Photoshop, can you just like send me a message, Vicky, because I'll remember you. Let's see here. Because I need to go on my other account. Sorry, guys. I can see who's live too. So if you are live, I'll be able to see if you miss the links here. So let me just grab these. There we go. This is what I was looking for. I know I was more organized. I was like, my Canva's looking pretty disorganized. Okay. So I'm going to share these with you guys. So here's a link. They're quite long. Yeah, so if you want the Photoshop ones, if you send me an email, I'll send those to you. Yeah. And might just reply to like the message about this webinar. So great. Thanks, Alicia. There you go. So those are the links. They're in the chat there. Yay, Nita, that's great. And something else I want to talk about too, because I know Anita, actually Anita, I'm glad you popped up because it reminded me of the other thing we want to talk about. So I want to talk about, like, say if you did a Facebook Live replay, how would you do that? So let's do this. Canvas isn't up to date when I click your link. Let's see. It might say that someone, sure it's not saying someone's currently editing? Because that's okay, so it says somebody's currently editing. You should be able to go into File and Save. But if you're having trouble, just send me an email. I'll get back to you. Yay, glad you guys like them. Oh, Suzanne can't see the links. Here, I'm going to do something really quick because this was not as well thought out. I'm too chill for my own good today. I'm like, oh, maybe I should have saved these in a Word file first. Okay, I'm gonna do a Google. What's that, guys? I know what to do. I'm gonna figure this out and make it easy for you guys. Okay, let's make a Google Doc for you guys. This will be easier. Let's add a new Google Doc. Oh, and also too, if you're watching the replay, if you do want these links, brand mapping method people can totally get them because they're my peeps and my insiders. Okay, let's add a Google Doc. Okay. And I'm just going to share this with you guys in the chat. Yeah, you can use PayPal for brand mapping method. Yes. I'm like, it's really exciting this year too because it's Canadian, so a lot of in Canadian dollars. So I think a lot of people are going to be getting a really good discount. Yeah, so what you want to do for these templates, oops, so I just gave you the Google Doc, so you just, you can copy these links, and then you might say someone's editing, that's okay though, because you can go to File and make a copy. So that's what you want to do. You don't want to edit it right away. You don't want to edit this because I'll be cranky. No, I won't. I can fix it, but it might get ruined. How can I buy the sale templates? Which sale templates? I do have templates. I have sales page templates that we talk about. Yeah, so if anybody wants the Photoshop ones, just email me. I have some to send you too. Yeah, because those, yeah, I can send you those. So something else I wanted to, oh, also if anyone has any questions, something really fun is you can raise your hand. So you can see there's a video thing. Oh, no, that's me. You can go, you can click to raise your hand and you can jump on the call live and ask a question if you want to be on video. It'll be really fun. You don't have to though. Or if you have a question, just post in the thing. How many template docs are there? As Ellie can see, 111. This is what you should see. I'll share. Oh, I should post that as a sticky. So many links. So this is the link. And it should say opt-in 1, 2, and 3. So that's your jam. I'm gonna this is sticky, so it should pop below everybody's. Yeah, I'll post in the chat again. I know I hate that when you refresh Webinar Jam, like all the chat goes away, which is so lame. Just stay, right? Oh, thank you. Jessica says, thank you so much. Love your design and enthusiasm. Beautiful. Oh, some really good stuff. So Karen says, brand method is the best online course I've ever taken, accomplished so much in a short period of time, so much value, totally amazing. Sarah really goes above and beyond the tech trainings and help. Oh, Karen, I love you so much. You're amazing. Thank you. I talk about you all the time. I always talk, like, Karen's my favorite because she is just got the right attitude, you know? Like, I think we were talking one time and we did a one-on-one on Skype, and she's like, I'm new at this, so it took me like the whole weekend, and I know it should probably only taken me like a few hours, but that's okay. I'm still working at it. And I just feel like Karen, like that's just like the epitome of brand mappers. Like everyone's just like, it's all about the energy, If anyone's into like manifesting too, oh no, that sucks. So apparently the cart's not working. That sucks. So it says, the merchant has a setup error on their account. Oh no. Well, that's not good, but I'll fix that. So apparently the cart's not really working right now. That's okay. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the sales page. Yeah, the sales page created in Divi. Thank you. Yeah, apparently all my all my offers are not working right now. That's okay. Oh, thank you, Chelsea. Chelsea says, I love your webinars because your energy is amazing. You have the community. And I love the community you've built. Somebody says, BMM is awesome. I did it too and learned a lot of stuff. So you can, you need a webinar assistant. Yeah. This year I was like, this launch, I'm like, I just want to like, just do it by myself. Just be chill by myself. Keep it easy. I know nothing works right now. This is what happens when you do everything by yourself. Oh my God. That's why anyway, where can you buy them? Yeah, I will send you. Can you send me an email, Yuki? And I will set you up because I am having even though Mercury retrograde is over, I am obviously, it's still affecting me. So I'm going to get on chat with my support. Good thing I have good support for my program because I have to fix some stuff, obviously, because it's not working. Can't buy it. Okay, so let's do that. Anyway, so I just want to show you guys one more thing. I volunteer as tribute, LOL. Oh my God, that's funny. Oh, you want to help me? Right? Totally. If anyone wants to help me with anything, totally. If anyone wants to like be my next webinar assistant, yeah, please send me an email. I would love your help. I really appreciate it. But I do always want to, before you go, yeah, everyone's leaving, that's fine. You can leave. But I do want to show you like if you want to do a Facebook Live replay because I thought it was a really good thing, or a YouTube one. So you guys are so sweet. You're my faves. My peeps. Okay. All right, so if I were gonna do a Facebook Live and I was gonna make it a replay, this is what I would do. So let's go into my Facebook, and so I do Facebook Lives. Here's what I did. So what I would do is I do my Facebook Live, and then I would click on the settings, I think. No, that's not it. How do you do it? I know how to do it, I just forget. Let's see. I think, how do I do it? Forget. Okay, I forgot how to do that. Let me just show you how to do it on YouTube for now, because I know I'll try to fix it in a minute. But anyways, let's say you have the first step to doing if you can download your Facebook Lives onto your computer. So that's what you want to do. Or no, not really. Actually,
your opt-in freebies.
Actually, what you want to do? Oh wait, no. I'm thinking because you want it to be private because you don't want people to be able to see it, or it's not really much of an opt-in. So you could Yeah, so you want to download this and then delete it later if you want it to be private. But let's say you have a YouTube video. Let's go into YouTube here. And what you'd want to do to send like a YouTube replay is really, really easy. You just create, So let's go back to, so let's say we have a video. I don't think it's gonna let me, I'm signed out because I'm doing a webinar right now. So let's just say this is your video. Once it's upload, and then you can go to share, embed, copy this, and then you want to go to your go to your add a new page. Sorry, I'm like dying at the end of the webinar, energy wise. And then we're just gonna paste that in, like, so you just easily, this is Divi again. You could just do, you can, with Divi you can add a video, so you could click the video option and just post in the URL, which is right up here. Or if you're using a different, different thing, you can just do a text. You can just go text and just paste in the embed. And then if you preview it, now you have a page with that video embedded. Now, I don't know what's going on here. It's not allowing me. It didn't do it for some reason. You might have to put it into the text part, not the visual. Yeah, so the text box, that's the difference. So now you have your video, and then I would just send a link. I would just copy this link on your website and send that as your final welcome email that we saw on MailChimp. So it's pretty simple. Pretty simple. Oh, it looks like Renette knows. You got to go to your album with your Facebook Live videos, and then the setting link in the top right corner. Let me see. I don't know if I have an album with my Facebook Live videos, but maybe I do. Yeah, I don't know. I figured it out the other day, and now I don't remember how to do it. Actually, let me just see one second. Let's see. Where is it? Yeah, I don't know. I forget. Oh well, that's okay. Hopefully I figure it out. You can save your phone directly to your phone when, yeah, because you can save them directly to your phone. That's true. So I do it with my phone. I think it is easier on the phone. Maybe that's why I did it. That's why it's not working on my desktop. I find the Facebook stuff is like, saving Facebook video is kind of annoying. Let's see here. Bye, Ray. Good to see you. Bye, P. Where is it? I feel like I'm being a rude guest. I'm just checking my phone. No, I don't know how to do it. I figured it out the other day, but I forget. That's okay. I'm sure I can Google it. Anyway, that's the end of our webinar, and it was super fun hanging out with you guys. I have a bunch. Ooh, Friday we have our co-working design. So if you want to work on your opt-in on Friday, I'm going to be hanging out with you guys, giving live feedback. I haven't figured out the times yet. People have been asking me about times, but honestly I haven't figured them out yet. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so we're going to be doing a really fun webinar on Friday, and then one on Sunday with logo design. And then Tuesday we're doing how to design everything for your launch, if you're launching. And then Thursday we're doing a website one. So it's super fun. And yeah, so look out for those emails. Can't make it live. Yeah, you can make a Facebook Live video private, but then you can't really embed it somewhere. Aw, so Vicky says, I've been intuitive painting today, and this is an enjoyable way to take a break and change of pace. Thank you. Vicky, intuitive painting? That sounds amazing. Can you like post a picture somewhere? Or I want to see. That looks like, I want to hear more about that. Karen says, how will the Friday workshop work? Oh yeah, so I'm kind of trying it out. I don't know, but we'll see. So I'm thinking that we all have a start date. So there's a time that you start. So it'd probably be, I haven't decided yet the time. And then we all start together. We all commit. We all say what we're going to work on, and then we're all going to reconvene at a certain time. But also I'm going to be available for one-on-one help during that time too. So people can have help with me. And it's going to be really fun because if you're like feeling like, oh, I just want to like work on this and then know if it's good or not, it'll be really good. So we'll be doing that. Oh, Renette's got some good stuff going on here. Profile photos. Okay, let's do that. Profile photos, albums, videos.
Go step by step how to design your freebies and opt-ins so they attract the people that you want to attract to your email
and then
to your brand, and so they fall instantly.
Yeah, the pointer in the corner
is
not working.
And you can sign up for that below. And then on Friday,
yeah, I got to the pointer, but the pointer's not working. The pointer, I'm trying to click it's not working. I think it, oh, wait. It's working.
Hey, peeps, hanging out.
Okay. Let me try on my desktop. Oh, not on my mobile. I did it on the laptop. Okay, let me see.
Hey, Legendary. Sarah Hart here. I wanted to...
I can save it. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, well. That's okay. Oh, sorry, what was a live help for? Yeah, so if you are so at the beginning we'll make like we'll all say what we're gonna work on, and then as you're working, if you want a little like, hey, does this look good? Or does this font go with this font? Or like, what would you suggest? You can hop on with me, so it'll be fun. Yeah, sounds really fun. Yeah, Vicky, you wanna play some campfire? That'd be fun. Okay, cool. Super fun hanging out with you guys. Thanks for chilling. Everybody here who's chilling until the end. I want to know who you guys are. Let me know, like, if you're still hanging out. Oh, look. Renette's saying Skype, and we'll go through it together. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, I'm probably going to be super tired after this, but let's figure that out. Like, you're so sweet. So Jay's got the 3 templates. Work them for my learners. Ooh, excited to see that. So just let me know, like, who is hanging out. There's still lots of people hanging out. Like, if you haven't spoken up yet, just say hi. Bedtime now here. Oh, it's really late there. Where are you? I'd love to know who's just, like, hanging out till the end, because these are usually the coolest peeps. Oh, Thaya's here. Sacramento, almost 2 p.m. Debbie, Colleen. Hi, Colleen. Kelly. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Thank you for coming. And let me know if you guys learned a lot from this, or like, is there anything else you want to know? Stephanie, awesome to see you. What's going on in your guys' business? This is kind of would be fun. Like the last 10 minutes, because it's like there's 9 minutes till the hour. So why don't we just like, I just want to like make this like open for people to talk about their businesses. So let me know. Like, what are you guys doing? Oh, Colleen, Alberta. Jess is hanging out. Natalie's re-inspired. Cosmo's in LA. Jess. Bye, Marguerite. But yeah, let me know what are you guys working on right now in your business, and what sort of opt-in you want to create, or any insights that you had. Hi, April. Good to see you. Any insights you had from this webinar? We'll have this like kind of like our cool, cozy. I'll hang out for another like 9 minutes. Oh, Nahat, that's good. It's almost midnight. Good for you. Colleen, definitely learned a lot just launching, and I'm super overwhelmed with the whole thing. Yeah, Colleen, I totally feel you, because I feel like you probably, like, there's so much information out there. It's probably so easy just to like feel overwhelmed with trying to do everything. You're like, I gotta do Instagram, and now I gotta do Snapchat, and like Facebook, and my website, and opt-ins. And I find personally just like focusing on one thing or getting your first client usually is great. So Karen's working on building email lists and course production. Cool, Karen. That's awesome. Debbie's working on building her list. Sarah, do you want to see the progress on my about page from BMM? Almost completely done. Yes, let's see that. Awesome idea, Debbie. Cool. Yeah, I want to see. Post the link and we'll look at it together. Debbie's one of my, Debbie is the Debbie from Brand Mapping Method. One of my brand mapper people that I love. Chelsea's putting together a self-care challenge in February. It's all coming together naturally, and I'm excited to launch it. Ooh, isn't it nice when things come together naturally? I really like that. That's beautiful. Stephanie, I want to create 3 different opt-ins. I like your idea of finding a way to get in touch with real people to find out what they want. I need to find a way to find my test peeps. Oh yeah, like, so finding your test peeps, a Facebook ad, would be a good way to start, just targeting people who like pages that are similar to your businesses, or maybe just sending an email out to your people on Facebook, like a Facebook post. Hey, I'm starting this new business. Does anyone want to talk to me? That'd be good. Just saying, Karen's finished up her website. Yes. Just building a course around my opt-in, have an opt-in but nowhere for it to go. It's definitely changing this year. Ooh, exciting. Good for you, Jess. It's fun. Janice, I do cookbooks online. Wondering if ebook made in Canva can be used on Kindle. No, I don't think so. I think for Kindle, it has to be like an EPUB or something like that. So it's you can't make it as pretty, unfortunately. Any tips on creating personality quizzes to get the results to be accurate? That's a good one. I think it's pretty simple. Like, I don't know. I never really had problems with inaccuracy. That's why I like to have like all the options. If they don't think it's right, you can always redo it if they don't think it's right. Let me see. Tips on creating personality quiz to get the best accuracy. I just kind of test it, maybe try it with people. I guess like, yeah, like just ask people to go through it and see if they agree with it. That would probably be the best way. Natalie, my biz is relationship and intimacy coaching. Ooh, my site's waiting for opt-in and seed site on the main site coming soon. Mostly using my Facebook page for that. Great. Yeah, it's perfect. Like when you're just started, having like a Facebook page is perfect sometimes because you don't want to overwhelm yourself. And this is really beautiful. Look at this, guys. Love, sex, and spirit. Love it. Really nice. Gorgeous design there. I'm totally into that now. I want to do more personal blogging. Katie is, I'm writing notes about how I want people to feel on my site, feeling inspired. Ooh, I love that, Katie. So this is Debbie's about page. My brand mapping, awesome peeps. Oh, cool. Are we sharing? Yes, beautiful. Oh, wow. So cool. I love how you put that in there. Very nice. Oh, I love it. Lovely. Oh my God, very nice. Cool, this is really nice, looking good. I love it. All your stuff is really coming together, Debbie, like your branding. For design tips, I'd probably give it a little bit more spacing around this pink block. I love how you've done this. This looks really nice. Really well organized content. Like everything is broken up in nice pieces, which I love. This is still a little bit hard to read, so maybe just make that a little bit darker blue. I love that you've added that, though. We add such personality with that backdrop. Beautiful. Okay. Renee says, I learned that graphic design doesn't need to be made completely from scratch, just all the tools available in the world and design with that makes it easier and quicker. Cool, yeah, like I like to have, like having your brand map first with all your pieces ready to go. Dally says, my website is in progress. I have signed up so far even with nothing to offer. Congrats, Natalie, that's so exciting. Yes, I think because you're smart marketer, because you have a nice opt-in, which I love teaching people, is like having a really simple opt-in page before you get started to get people on your email list is brilliant. And it's gorgeously designed. It's great. So excited, just need to work on the gray area at the bottom. Debbie, yeah, it looks great. Possible to share your beautiful energy without feeling drained. Is it possible? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, because I do. After this, I'll need like some. I won't answer emails. Like I can't go on emails after this. It will be, or I can't like upload this video. I'll need some like personal space, and then I'll do that stuff tomorrow. So just give yourself personal space. Chelsea says, especially when it's about self-care and less stress. Stephanie says, I watched your Facebook ad webinar. I'm going to do it. Oh, awesome. That's another one that will be in the brand mapping method. Hoping the right notes will help me figure out an opt-in. Sorry, I know you're still talking, but I want to ask a question. I have a beautiful brand website, which is WordPress Divi theme. It is built for me, but impossible to add pages or create options, graphics, or any confidence and speed. Would this program help you? Yeah, Laura. So it's funny that you say it's impossible for you to add pages, because it should be possible with Divi theme. And actually, I have tons of tutorials in Divi theme. So if you want to learn, Divi theme is my absolute favorite theme. And I have tons and tons of tutorials in the thing on how to use it. So if you want to empower yourself with that. Now, if you have a beautiful website and you want to add more to it, yeah, well, this gives you really the foundations of, I don't know if it would be right for you, Laura, because really I do teach a lot of technical stuff in brand mapping method, but really the key is creating that foundation so you have a graphics that you have a brand that represents who you are. Now what you can do is do the brand mapping method and then make tweaks to your original design. So maybe you love the design and you want to add a little bit more personality into it. Absolutely. I love the idea. It just needs to start. I need an opt-in page for my website. I absolutely love to help you. Oh. Oh, Karen, you're so sweet. Only that page, still working on the rest. Also, in terms of opt-ins, we cover things like opt-ins where people take quiz and then get specific workbook resolved. Yeah, I have a training, like just like this. It's like a 2-hour training, step by step, how I created my quiz. So all the technical stuff is in there, yeah. Looked at your site, Debbie, love it on many levels. Yeah, she's amazing. Yeah, April says it looks great too. I am proud, Debbie. You're awesome. Good night. Thank you, Renee. You're so helpful. Thank you so much. Yeah, Tony, I love Debbie theme too. Okay. Thank you from Rika. Cool. And Amity. Cool. All right, well, it's ready. I'm ready to go. Right on the hour. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope I really hope that we got you inspired and feeling excited to create your opt-ins. And watch out for an email from me about signing up for the workathon, whatever. Well, I don't know, design-a-thon day on Friday. And I'll see you guys later.